ਇੱਥੇ ਦੀ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਜਿਹੜੇ 1984 ਦੇ ਪੇਪਰ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਰਿਲੀਜ਼ ਹੋਏ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਸਾਬਤ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ ਕਿ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਮੂੰਹ ਦੂਜੇ ਪਾਸੇ ਕਰ ਲਿਆ ਜਦੋਂ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਦਾ ਕਤਲੇਆਮ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਸੀਗਾ। ਸਿੱਖ ਫੈਡਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਨੇ ਰਿਸਰਚ ਕਰਕੇ ਰਿਪੋਰਟ ਇਹਦੇ 'ਤੇ ਥੋੜ੍ਹੇ ਦਿਨ ਹੀ ਹੋਇਆ ਪਬਲਿਸ਼ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ। ਅਗਰ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਯਕੀਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਤਾਂ ਰਿਪੋਰਟ ਪੜ੍ਹ ਕੇ ਦੇਖ ਲਿਓ, ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਫ਼ ਸਾਬਤ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਟ੍ਰੇਡ ਦੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਮੂੰਹ ਦੂਜੇ ਪਾਸੇ ਕਰ ਲਿਆ। ਅੱਜ ਵੀ ਇੱਕ ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹਾ ਦਿਨ ਆਇਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਕਿ ਯੂਕੇ ਦਾ ਕੋਈ ਸਿਟੀਜ਼ਨ ਹੋਵੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਫੈਬਰਿਕੇਟ ਚਾਰਜਿਸ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਡੱਕਿਆ ਹੋਵੇ ਤੇ ਫੋਰਨ ਕਾਮਨਵੈਲਥ ਆਫਿਸ ਦੀ ਕੋਈ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਨਹੀਂ ਆ ਰਹੀ। ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕੰਟੈਕਟ ਵੀ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈਗਾ, ਨਾ ਕਿਤੇ ਚਿੱਠੀ ਦਾ ਜਵਾਬ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਆ, ਫੋਨ ਤੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੇਸ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਡਿਸਕਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈਗਾ, ਨਾ ਹੀ ਕੋਈ ਰੀਜ਼ਨ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿਉਂ ਇਹਦੇ ਤੋਂ ਇਸ ਕੇਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਡਾ ਜਾਣੀ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਇੰਟਰਸਟ ਹੈਗਾ ਨਾ ਛੋਟਾ ਰੱਖਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ। ਇਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਅਫਸੋਸ ਵਾਲੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੈਗੀ ਤੇ ਸਾਡੀ ਤਾਂ ਪਰਸਨਲੀ ਵੀ ਮੇਰੀ ਇਹ ਅਪੀਲ ਹੈਗੀ ਸਾਰੀ ਕੌਮ ਨੂੰ ਕਿ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਪੰਮੇ ਦੇ ਕੇਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਰੇ ਇੱਕ ਜੁੱਟ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਲੜੇ ਸੀਗੇ, ਆਹ ਕੇਸ ਵੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਲੜਨਾ ਪੈਣਾ। ਜੇ ਬੋਰਿਸ ਜੌਨਸਨ ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਈਰਾਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੀਬੀ ਨੂੰ ਫੜਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਵੀ ਵਿਲ ਲੀਵ ਨੋ ਸਟੋਨ ਅਨਟਰਨ, ਉਹਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਸਟੇਟਮੈਂਟ ਦੇਣੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਇਸ ਸੰਬੰਧ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਵਿਲ ਲੀਵ ਨੋ ਸਟੋਨ ਅਨਟਰਨ। ਇਹ ਸਾਡੀ ਰਿਕੁਐਸਟ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ Foreign Commonwealth Office is deliberately choosing to remain silent and not listening to the views and the sentiments of the Sikh community. They are very aware of the India's track record on human rights abuses. They are aware of the fabricated charges. They are aware of the extrajudicial killings. And here you got a British citizen, a young lad, his only crime is that he was raising a voice against the atrocities of 1984. It is time that our government, it is time that Boris Johnson spoke up. And we will not stop until such time that we have a response from them. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
ਦੋਸਤਾਂ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੇ ਬੜੇ ਭਲੀ ਬਾਤ ਸੁਣ ਲਿਆ। ਹੁਣ ਸਮਾਂ ਇਸ ਗੱਲ ਦੀ ਮੰਗ ਕਰਦਾ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਕੇਸ ਜੋ ਹੈ ਜੱਗੀ ਦਾ, ਇਹ ਉਸ ਜੱਗੀ ਦਾ ਕੇਸ ਨਹੀਂ, ਇਹ ਕੋਲ ਸਾਡੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਦਾ ਕੇਸ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹਜ਼ਾਰਾਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਉਹ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਔਰ ਆਪਣਾ ਫਰਜ਼ ਬਣਦਾ ਇਸ ਦਾ ਨਾਲ ਅੱਜ ਆਪਾਂ ਹੋਏ ਆ। ਆਪਾਂ ਇਹ ਪ੍ਰੈਸ਼ਰ ਇਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਪਰਿਵਾਰ ਅਤੇ ਜੋ ਟੀਮ ਜੋ ਹੈ
protest to the Foreign Commonwealth Office, who are responsible for every UK citizen, whether they're here in this country or abroad. They're responsible for the safety and protection. And we now know that our brother Jagtar Singh Johal has been tortured at the hands of the brutal Indian police, whilst the Foreign Commonwealth Office and the British High Commission were well aware of his arrest, and they failed to even find out his location, let alone protect his safety. So we are all here today in solidarity with Jagtar Singh, with his family, and with him in India, that we will not tolerate that kind of brutal treatment on a fellow British citizen and a fellow Sikh brother. Today I'm delighted we've got Preet Kaur Gill MP, who's raised this issue from the 4th of November, from the day Jagtar Singh got arrested. It was highlighted to her. She's been lobbying in Parliament with politicians from all parties and raised a letter through the APPG for British Sikhs and create that political pressure that it's important that government understand that we are not now a silent minority. We can bring the public out, we can get the media here and politicians, we can contribute and change public government policy, and that's what we're here to do today. So I'm going to let Preet say a few words and the rest of the protest will continue. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. I'm really honoured to be here today because this is such an important issue which has received so much momentum, not just here in this country, but worldwide. You will see that the NDP in Canada, their human rights politician, has also spoken out and so many have joined us. And as Jazz has just explained, I met with the brothers of Jagtar Singh and I was absolutely devastated to hear the circumstances in what happened. And what the message is to India and to Punjab is that if you are open and you want to have dialogue, then you've got to have transparency and openness and fairness for the Punjabi diaspora that are living here, because this does not give us the confidence or instill the ability to form relationships with you. And as you've heard from Jazz, very quickly I wrote as the APP chair for British Sikhs to Boris Johnson. I've been working very closely with Martin Doherty-Hughes, who is Jagtar Singh's MP. He has been absolutely brilliant on this matter, I have to say. He's putting in for another urgent question to the Speaker of the House on Monday, and we're hoping we can actually address this in the House of Commons so Boris can come and actually talk from his perspective on what they're actually doing. Martin and I have just written a letter to the Chief Minister of Punjab, and we are going to get MPs to sign this, and we will declare this tomorrow. Behind the scenes, we're also reaching out to Punjab and officials in India to say, look, we want to work with you. We want to see the release of Jagtar Singh. We want to make sure he has access to consular services, which is his absolute right as a British national. So Sangat ji, firstly, thank you so much for all your support, because mobilizing this campaign shows the support, the ability of Sikhs in this country to raise issues, whether it's about 84, but to come together in solidarity, fighting against justice, and that's absolutely our right. So being here outside the Foreign Commonwealth Office, being a strong voice is what's needed. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
British High Commission were informed of Jagtar's arrest on the 4th of November. It took them nearly 10 days and beyond to actually make contact. There's futile attempts in the first few days where we know they are the most dangerous in the Punjab police custody. They failed to make contact with the police officers. That shows how important they took this issue. They knew the history. We don't need to tell the British government the history between the Sikhs and the Punjab police and the Indian authorities. We are standing here outside the Foreign Commonwealth Office, and just behind there is the Home Office. And next to that is Downing Street. And 33 years ago, in these three buildings, they hatched the plan to support the Indian government attack Sri Darbar Sahib in 1984. So we know in these corridors what the contempt and attitude was for UK and Sikhs across the world. So it comes as no surprise that they were very slow to react to the human rights violations carried out today in 2017. But no longer can this government stay quiet. It's not able now to just have secret meetings in corridors and not let the public know. We now know what happened 33 years ago and why this government didn't hold the support and hold the back of Sikhs. But we are not going to wait 20 or 30 years to discover what conversations they have been having with the Indians regarding Jagtar Singh. We want to know today what conversations they've been having this week, what conversations are happening today. We know the Foreign Commonwealth Office and the British High Commission met with Jagtar. We will come back once we know we're going to press forward for a meeting with the senior officials and the ministers, and we'll update the Sangat as we find out what exactly has been happening. This campaign is the power of the Sangat and the power of the people through social media, through all types of communication. So we'll keep this transparent as possible, because you can't have these conversations in secret anymore. The world is watching. As Breeze mentioned, around the world, Sikhs across the diaspora, non-Sikhs, are all watching Britain now. The spotlight is on this country. It claims to be the guardian of human rights. Now it needs to demonstrate that it will stand for human rights. We've just marked the centenary of the First World War, where they remembered the sacrifices of Sikhs and many others for freedom and liberty and defending of human rights. It's a slap in the face that today, a week later, they are allowing a British citizen to be tortured, electrocuted, and his body be separated, and they stay silent. So we are here to remind them that that is not acceptable, and we will not accept that. So today's protest and demonstration is an unfortunate reminder to them that they need to do their job. So keep up the morcha, and we'll keep you updated with the progress that we continue with. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
और हाँ कराना सो मेरी बेनती आ तो सारे नौजवान ਜਿਹੜੇ ਵੀ ਭਾਈ ਵਿੱਚ ਵਧੀਆ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ ਕਰੋ ਪਰ ਬੜੇ ਪੀਸਫੁਲ ਢੰਗ ਨਾਲ ਆਪਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਗਾਲੀ ਗਲੋਚ ਜਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਕਦਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਚੁੱਕਣਾ ਜਿਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਆਪਣੀ ਕੰਪੇਨ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਨੁਕਸਾਨ ਹੋਵੇ तो मेरी हक बन के बेनती आ वाहिगुरू जी का खालसा वाहिगुरू जी की फतेह। जबकि सिर्फ मेरा ही आ अज तक दिखाता कि जबकि सिर्फ मेरा नहीं साडे परिवार का नहीं तुहाडा भी है। पता नहीं कितों सारे जाने आए हैं रोज़ हिम्मत बढ़ाउण दे आ साडी और इन्हों कहो कि सानू चाहिए जस्टिस इन्हों को साडे जगी नूं राइट
Unite, and we need to make our voices roar like the lions we're meant to be, and we need to say, free Jaggi now! Free Jaggi now! Free Jaggi now! Free Jaggi now! whole situation, as we wait to see what will happen tomorrow in court, we are sitting here listening to the lead campaigners and waiting for declaration from the Foreign Office that they will be there tomorrow at Jagtar Singh's court appearance. And there's a few more points that we're going to make clear. If you want to check them out, we'll put them on our social media. But what we want from this protest here today is very clear. We want the Foreign Office to come out and say they are going to investigate the torture being done to Jagtar Singh. They are going to be present at his court hearings. And Boris Johnson is going to get up off his behind and he's going to meet with the family to discuss the situation, just as he should. Sangat ji, Waheguru ji ka Khalsa, Waheguru ji ki Fateh.
Waheguru ji ka Khalsa, Waheguru ji ki Fateh. Jaggi is my brother. He has been abducted. His location is unknown. He's been tortured both physically and mentally. Body separation techniques. Brutalized. Where are his human rights? We need our brother back. We want justice. Repeat after me. Free Jaggi now!
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 Waheguru ji ka Khalsa, Waheguru ji ki Fateh.
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. I want to thank all the Sangat for turning up and supporting this. It should be a lot more Gurdwara getting involved and behind this. We want to thank everyone for attending and keep supporting this campaign of Free Jaggi now. Sare Naujawan and Sare Bujurgan nu beinti hai zaruri campaign de piche ho please. Beinti hai sada bhra uthe torture kar chuke han ta apa ithe zaruri pressure paye British government te. It's really important that we put pressure on the UK government, the embassies, every way we can campaign, but please keep it clean and professional. Let's keep this campaign of Free Jaggi now to the maximum of marketing we can. Keep pushing it out there in your areas. It shouldn't be just down to one or two campaigners. It should be a lot more. Everyone needs to be more proactive in their area. So we need more campaigners. Get involved. Message the Free campaign, the Free Jaggi Now campaign. Get involved behind that. And for all the things out here and all the sisters, really appreciate everyone's support. Put these banners high so they can see it for the cameras, everyone can see, and chant Free Jaggi now!
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 Our brother, on the first appearance in court, they didn't let no one in. They didn't let no one within sight. They shut down the court, they evacuated it. At this point, this is on Friday the 10th of November. They didn't let him in court, they didn't let no one see him. No legal team, no High Commissioner. Why? We found out why. He couldn't even walk, that's how bad they tortured him. They had to drag him into court, pick him up. At least we can do, and the minimum was to turn up today, but there's a lot more campaigning to do. Okay, so let's get behind the Free Jaggi Now campaign. Free Jaggi Now!
Free Jaggi now!
They can't hear us, we need to be louder. Free Jaggi Now!
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 Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Free Jaggi now! Everyone, hands up right now! Hands up! Hands up! Free Jaggi now! 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 We will not be silent! 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 For how many years are we just going to get killed by the government and do nothing about it? Every single time, this is something that we can't stand anymore, man.
for them to respond to emails. While our brother is being tortured right now in Punjab, this is not a joke, this is happening right now. Free Jaggi now! 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 Free Jaggi now!
Free Jaggi now! Free Jaggi now! Free Jaggi now! Free Jaggi now!
His voice has been silenced, but we here are his voice today. Repeat after me. Free Jaggi now!
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 Justice for Jagdar! Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Free Jaggi now! 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 Free Jaggi
Free Jaggi now! FCO! Free, free Jackie now! 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 साडा मुंडा वापस ले आओ! 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 Free, free Jackie now! Free, free Jackie now! साडा मुंडा वापस ले आओ! Free, free Jackie now! Free, free Jackie now! साडा मुंडा वापस ले आओ! Free, free Jackie now! 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 We can't let the British establishment be silent while they torture our brother. This can't carry on for any longer. Look at us just screaming at a building, waiting for them to give us any result. It's because of our work, our activism that anything has happened. Put your John into this, go home, be active in every way that you can. Free, free Jackie now! 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 साडा मुंडा वापस ले आओ! साडा मुंडा वापस ले आओ! Free, free Jackie now! 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 Look at what they've reduced us to, shouting at a building. I can't make sense of this. We were Azadi Sikh living in Punjab and we're being forcefully migrated out by acts of terror that the Punjab police are doing to our brothers and sisters continuously. This can't carry on. Free, free Jackie now! 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 Sada munda वापस ले आओ! Free, free Jackie now! Free, free Jackie now! Sada munda वापस ले आओ! Sada munda वापस ले आओ! Free, free Jackie now! 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 जोश नाल बोलो संगत जी, free, free Jackie now! 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 We will not be silenced. We will not continue to be silenced. It's reaching that breaking point and we're not going to give up. We're not going to just stand here and continue with this. Free, free Jackie now! 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 Sada munda वापस ले आओ! 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 Free, free Jackie now! 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 FCO! FCO!
FCO! What do we want? When do we want it? When do we want it? FCO! 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 Free, free Jaggi! Free, free Jaggi! Free, free Jaggi! Free, free Jaggi! FCO! 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 What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? When do we want it? When do we want it? When do we want it? FCO! FCO! FCO!
ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਇੱਥੇ ਖੜਨ ਦਾ ਅੱਜ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਗਿਆ ਜੱਗੀ ਸਰ ਸਾਡਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਵਾ, ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਵੀ ਆ। ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, ਇਸ ਪ੍ਰੈਸ਼ਰ ਨਾਲ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਨੇ ਪਾਇਆ, ਗੁਰੂ ਦੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਨੇ ਪਾਇਆ, ਇਹਦੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਹਾਈ ਕਮਿਸ਼ਨ ਵਾਲਿਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਹੁਣ ਮੀਟਿੰਗ ਹੋਣ ਲੱਗੀ ਆ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਅਸੀਂ ਚੱਲੇ ਅੰਦਰ, ਪੌਣੇ 2 ਮੀਟਿੰਗ ਹੋਊਗੀ। ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, ਇੱਦਾਂ ਹੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜੋਰ ਲਾਈ ਰੱਖੋ, ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਨਾਲ, ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੀ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਨਾਲ ਇੱਥੇ ਤੱਕ ਪਹੁੰਚੇ ਆ। ਜਦੋਂ ਹੁਣ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਮੁੜ ਕੇ ਆ ਕੇ ਦੱਸਦੇ ਆ ਇੱਥੇ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ, ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਕਰੀ ਜਾਵੋ ਤਾਂ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਵਧਾਵੋ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਅੱਜ ਯਕੀਨਾ ਹੋਇਆ ਵਾ, ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਕਿਸੇ ਨਾਲ ਵੀ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ ਵਾ। ਜੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਅੱਜ ਨਹੀਂ ਪ੍ਰੈਸ਼ਰ ਪਾਇਆ, ਮੁੜ ਕੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨਿਆਣੇ ਵੀ ਆ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਖਤਰਾ ਵਾ। ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦੱਸੋ ਆਪਣੀ ਜੋਬ ਕਰੋ, ਪੂਰੀ ਕਰੋ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪੈਸੇ ਮਿਲਦੇ ਆ ਜੋਬ ਕਰਨ ਦੇ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।
वे तुम काबो आप हाथ दे मोए सुखी बसै मोरो परवारा सेवक सख सब करता मोर शानज करते करिए सब बैठन को पूरन होए हमारी आशा तोर भजन की तुम्हें छाड़ कोई अवन न त्याऊं जो वर चाहूं से तुम ते सेवक सख हमारे तारी है चुन चुन सदर हमारे आप हाथ दे मुझे मरण काल का त्रासन वरी है हो जो सदा हमारे सिरिया तो जो करे हो रक्षा राख ले हो मोए राखन साहेब संत साहे प्यारे दीन बोध दोटन के तुम हो बुरी चतर दस कंता काल पाए ब्रह्मा काल पाए समझू अवतारा काल पाए कर बिसन प्रकाशा सकल काल का किया जवन काल जोगी सब की हो वेद राज ब्रह्मा जो दे हो जवन काल सब लोक सब नमस्कार है ताए हमारा जवन काल सब जगत बनायो देवता जशन आदि अंत के अवतारा सोई गुरु समझो नमस्कार तिस ही को सकल प्रजा जन आप सवारे सेवकन को सब गुण सकत सतरन को बल मोहम्मद कियो कट कट के अंतर की जा भले बुरे की पीर बजानत चीटी ते कौचर्य सतूला सा पर कृपा देट कर संतन दुख पाए ते दुखे सुख पाए साधन के सुख एक एक की पीर पहचाने कट कट के पट पट की जब युद्ध कर करा कर तारा पर जहाँ तात तब दे वारा जब आ कर दो तुम है मिलत दे तरस बूझे तय बरदन सफ्ट तवता आप अपनी बूझ तुम सभी तेरे दरालम जानत भेद भेद रंकार नर्भ कर रंभ आद अलीला नाद ताका मूढ़ चारत भेदा जाको पेव नभ ताको कर पाए नन मानत महामूढ़ किज भेद न जानत महादेव को कहत सदा से निरंकार का जीनत आप अपनी बुध है जेती बरनत पेन पेन तो तुमरा लखा न जाए पसारा के बद सजा प्रदंसन एक रूप अनूप स्वरूपा रंग पयो राव कई भूपा चेरज से तुझ की नीयत बुझ खान बोल काहू फूल राजा वह बैठा काहू शब्द पयो शंकर सिगरी सेठ दिखाए चंपव आद जगाद स्वरूप सजम अब रक्षा मेरी तुम करो सिख वारा सिख संग तोट जिते उठ बदत पाता सकल मलेश करो न जे आस तोय तब शरणी पर है तन के तोट तोत मर है पुरख जम पग परे तन के तुम संकट सब टार है जो कल को एक बार ते है ताके काल निकट नहीं है रक्षा हुए ताए सब दोट रे टरे तत कल कृपा दर्शन जाए ने ताके ताप तनक मोए हर और सिद्ध कर्मो सब दोट छास भय सकन एक बार जे तुम्हें सवारा काल पासे जिन नर नाम त्यारो का दार्द दोट दुख तेरा खड़ के तुम्हें सरनत आप हाथ लियो बारी सर्व ठोर मोह दोट दुख ते लियो बचाई कृपा करी हम पर जग माता ग्रंथ करा पूरन शब कल्प के सगल दे को हरता दोट दोखियन को छुआ कर श्री हल तो जप दे अल्लाह पूर्ण करा ग्रंथ मन बाछत बल पावै सोई दुख न तिसे बेआपत कोई डल सुने कौंग जो जाए सरस ना पावई सुने मूढ़ चतलाए चतरता आव दुख दर्द पौन नात नर के रह हो जूझा की एक बार चौक दुख दर्द पौन कटना तन नर के रह हो जूझा की एक बार चौप चौपई को कहे चौपई संवत 17 सहज अर्ध सहज पुन तीन की जय बहादुर सुधी अष्टवीर तीर सतत रव ग्रंथ सदारा सवैया पाए गए जब ते तुमरे तब ते को आग तरे ने राम रहीम प्राण करान अनेक कहे मत एक नाम सिमरत सातर वेद सब है वो भेद कहे हम एक ना जा श्री असपान कृपा तुमरी मैं न कहो सब तोए बखान्यो दोरा सगल द्वार को छाड़ कहो तुहारो द्वार पाए गए की लाज असो गोबंद दास सगल द्वार को छाड़ कहो तुहारो द्वार पाए गए की लाज असो गोबंद दास वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी का फतेह समूह संगतां नूं